Hello everyone and welcome back to another 5-minute guide covering the indefinite genitive and dative articles. You might wonder, why do we take such little time to present dative and genitive and all this? But trust me, it's actually not that bad. While genitive and dative usually can be seen as the scary part of the Romanian grammar, this time is actually quite alright. So we'll need to understand a bit what the genitive and dative means for indefinite article, and we'll do that in a second. So let's go. 5 minutes about the indefinite genitive and dative articles. First thing you should probably consider is this thing. So as we like here on the Romanian Academy, we prefer to think in Romanian. So you'll need first to switch a bit the way you think about stuff from English to Romanian. So in English, the indefinite article and number one can translate both to the Romanian indefinite article. For example, when you say, I want one whatever item, like I want one apple, you don't say vreau unu măr, right? You say vreau un măr. So that is something to bear in mind, please, when we advance through this topic. Now, one thing that is very important, since we're talking about the genitive and dative, you need to kind of see what you know already. In nominative and accusative, the indefinite article, so an or a or some, those are the indefinite articles that we did already in the previous video on this season, and you should technically know already. If you didn't check the video, it's somewhere up here. Now, if we look at these sentences, I have an apple. Yeah, this would be un măr. Susie made a new friend. This would be un prieten nou. And Radu brought some cherries. Some is niște for all of them. So you get this un, o, and niște for nominative, accusative. The genitive dative is not much different. You will just change the form and the time you use it, right? So if you remember, we did talk a little bit about genitive and dative in other videos. You can look at the cases video if you're completely new to this topic. And in nominative and accusative, we'll take this example that we'll try to switch to genitive and dative. Susie made a new friend. It's just the same that you saw here, un in Romanian, right? So if we try to switch that to, for example, genitive, in genitive we will need some sort of degree of possession. So Susie made probably might need to change to something else. So Susie has, for instance, a friend's something, item, clothes, I don't know, phone, right? Or Susie has, yeah, in, let's switch this to this purple. Susie has something of a friend, the hat of a friend's hat. This is genitive. So in dative, if you don't know already, you need a receiver. So in dative also you need some special verbs that come with dative. So probably made is not the right one. You kind of send something to a receiver, and that receiver is in dative. So you kind of send something to a friend, you give something for a friend, or you, for example, I don't know, bought something for a friend, right? So let's use, for example, bought. You direct it to a friend. Careful here with a, right? It's not to the friend, because that would be the definite article. Cool. Let's move now to the ones that are there, the indefinite articles in genitive and dative. Very easy, very straightforward. Unui for masculine and neuter singular, unei for feminine, and unor for plural. So this would be kind of the niște in genitive and dative. This would be the masculine un in genitive dative, and o in genitive dative. As we always do with this videos from now on. You have the video, you have a free PDF if you join Patreon as a free member, that all of this will be included. Also, you'll get some exercises in a PDF if you're a pretenaș on Patreon, and also you'll get a class where we'll talk and discuss and sort out everything that has to do with the genitive, dative, indefinite article under the Învățăcel tier. And that will be Wednesday the 16th of October on Discord. Now let's get back to this, because as always we do like to practice some exercises in the class as well, so to put this into practice. So let's focus first on the genitive. We liked the purple here. As we always do, let's pause the video and give it a shot yourself. If you need some time to go back through the video, please do that. Otherwise, pause the video and I will do these exercises or give the answer straight away. You can work along, but I would really recommend you try yourself. Cool, so here would be nota of a student a fost extrem de mică. The grade of a student was very small, so unui student or unei studente, both of them work. Now to the next one, îmi place atmosfera of only one bar. So one, as we talked earlier, din orașul ăsta, I like the atmosphere of only one bar from this town, unui singur bar. And then culoarea of some walls este mai închisă decât a celorlalți. The color of some walls is darker than of the others. You see here, celorlalți of the others, that's also in genitive. So, culoarea unor pereți este mai închisă decât a celorlalți. Now, if we move to dative, which is taking into consideration the receiver, you see here some verbs that are under, like they ask for dative for an indirect object. Aduc, arăt, and for example, lăsa. So give it a try as well and pause the video, come after it, and we'll do it together. So here, îi arăt to a relative garajul. I showed to a relative the garage, unei rude. Le aduc cadouri for some homeless children, 2 or 4, some homeless children. So let's just do this. Unor copii, if you don't know how to say homeless, is ai străzi. Yeah, you need to use some other genitive here with I. It's off the street. That's how you say it in Romanian. There are other ways. Vouă v-am lăsat mașina, nu to some stranger. So I left the car to you, not to some stranger. Here is very tricky, right? In English, you can say this, to some stranger, but it's not the plural, it's just one. So in Romanian, you have to look at the noun always. Stranger is one, so this some will not be unor, would be just un. Yeah, unui, străin. I said un, like it would be unui, right? The masculine singular for străin. So that's it, the exercises and the indefinite genitive dative articles in 5 minutes. Also, please don't forget that we have a course that's really cool and it's on Udemy. You get a link in the description. Go on Patreon for all the goodies. You get much more if you feel like you need it. Like the video if you enjoyed this. Subscribe to Romanian Academy if you haven't done already. And I'll see you in the next one. La revedere!